So first, let's address the obvious issue. I'm holding ramen noodles in my left hand instead of my right hand. I'm kidding. It's actually the fact that I've kind of been lacking on my game. My A game hasn't really been brought on. I haven't posted in like 3 weeks, but it's okay because I'm here now, because if I weren't, then you wouldn't be seeing this video, but you are. So today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys some middle school advice, and I thought about writing notes, but then I realized that I'm not even going to end up using the notes anyway. So we're just going to talk about things that you should and shouldn't do in school, like some obvious things and then some low-key things that you probably won't see at first glance. So let's address the fact that I've been to 8 different schools. I've moved around a lot. I was born in Maryland. I then moved to Texas. I then moved further west. Social studies was not my strong suit. Then I moved further west in Texas. Then I moved to Oklahoma to live with my grandparents. Then we moved to Pittsburgh, and now we're here in Philadelphia. And even though I'm only holding up 6 fingers, I've been to 8 different schools. So here's the gist of it all. I've been to different schools living in the same place, if that makes sense. So when I moved from Maryland, okay, so I was born right, and I went to this Christian school. I'm not gonna say the name. So I went to this Christian school, and then I moved to Texas, and I went to this just public school filled with a bunch of white kids, some Mexicans, but they're very nice. They're nice. So then I went there, and then I went to another school in Texas, and then we moved to Oklahoma, and I went to a school that I didn't really like. It was a bunch of mean kids. I went to another Christian school, but that was filled with a bunch of racist white kids. And then I went to another school, which was just perfect. I didn't want to leave, but then I had to leave like a year later. And then I went to another white school, but not racist, just a bunch of whites. And now I'm here, which is very diverse. So that's my whole backstory. But now we're gonna get into some advice. So I'm in 8th grade. I've been doing this for 2 years now. So if any of the stuff I'm saying sounds wrong, it's not, because I've had 2 years of experience, okay? I'm kidding, but that's what leads us to our first point or piece of advice in this whole video, which is don't go into middle school or any grade thinking that you're gonna know everything, because you go there to learn, okay? You go there because you want to get an education, because you want to learn new things.
Facts, sister, straight facts.
You don't go there just saying,
oh, this is my little playground, I already know everything here. You over there, you're my side piece, okay? I already know what you already know. Matter of fact, I know more than what you know. And teacher, you're just collateral damage. You don't need to be here. You're just here because you get paid to do this.
No. You are there for a reason, okay? I cannot stress this enough. People who go there and think they know everything is so annoying, and it's even more annoying whenever they want to play good kid in front of all the teachers and be like, oh, I didn't say that.
I know I've made mistakes, but I'm here to fix them. I'm very sorry.
No. You want to act one way in front of the students, but then when the teachers come around, it's like, no, I'm just Angel. I'm that angel emoji.
When I leave, you want to keep doing this, but then when I come around, you don't want to post up.
So anyway, just don't walk in there thinking you know everything. I've had that person last year, not gonna name names, but everyone at my old school, you know who you are. Anyway, on to our next piece of advice, which is don't be in drama, don't start drama, don't spread drama. If someone comes up to you and they're like, what's the tea, sis? Just say, sorry bro, I don't have it. I have hot scorching coffee. I don't think you want me to spill it on you. So just don't spread any drama, even if you hear, like, I know you can't help what you hear. Sometimes you just want to do a little eavesdrop, and you can eavesdrop, but don't spread, okay? Here, don't be in all that stuff, okay? Because it'll be like, oh, you took my man, and then you'll listen in on it, and you'll be like, oh, you took my man, yeah, I took your man, and then you'll go around, and then you'll tell someone else that, and then it's kind of like telephone, like when you play telephone at the lunch table, like, chicken, and then it gets all the way back around, and then someone says beer. How does that happen? So it's kind of like that. So it'll be one side of the story, but then after it's gone through like everybody in the whole school and their mamas, someone's gonna twist the story a little bit. The next piece of advice is more of like a study tip of advice, but it still has to do with middle school and any grade, okay? Which is be on your A game all the time. Doesn't mean that you have to get A's all the time, but if you can, then do that because it'll really help you in the long run. But I'm talking about be on your A game, which means no slacking, pick grades in school over parties, which is kind of hard. If you're that animal, you want to turn up all the time, I know what you mean, like get lit. I said that why? But if you want to be that person, it's okay. But first, you can do that. Okay, here's what I'm saying. Do your homework and then party. Even if you break it up into sections, like if it's a big project, you don't have to do the whole project before you go to some school dance. But I'm saying make sure you have a plan or some force of action so that way you can get it done by the deadline or probably before the deadline so that way you have time to revise it all. Because last year I had these people in my class, they would always group up with their friends and stuff, and then they would go partying, hang out, do all this stuff, and then like in the last 2 days of this big project that's worth half their grade, they'll just scribble something on and they only get 20 out of 50 points.
Another thing that I forgot to say, but I wanted to say, was don't pick people in your group that are like bad for you, because 9 times out of 10 your friends aren't going to be good for you in the long run, because they're going to want to talk and yip yap and chit chat, and you're going to want to get work done and get this A, okay? You want to get that coin, be some billionaire in the future, and that starts with your grades. So pick your groups wisely. Heck, even get your teacher to pick your group for you. I'm pretty sure they'll do a better job of picking your groups than you will. That's it. Yep.
That's all I'm saying. And this leads me to my other point, which is saying plan things ahead. If you know you're going to have volleyball practice after school and concert choir before school, and then right after volleyball practice you got to go help at the homeless shelter. If you're doing all that, write a schedule, because I know that I forget sometimes. Like I'll have all these things planned out and whatever. Like I'll know that I have volleyball practice after school, I have concert choir then, student council meeting, all this stuff, but I forget homework. So then I'm in first period trying to scribble it down because it's due next period. So what I learned just, I think, last year is to plan everything out, set a separate time aside so that way you can get things that you need to get done. So even if you're not exactly sure of what like times will be over, like if you're not sure if volleyball practice is from 4:30 until 5, make sure you leave like a little extra room just in case it is 5, so that way you can plan it out. Because if you say 4:30 and it's actually 5, your whole schedule is messed up. But if it's actually 4:30 instead of, if it's actually 4:30 instead of 5, then if it's actually 4:30 instead of 5, then you have a whole extra 30 minutes to do what you need to do. So if you just have volleyball practice until 5, maybe set like 30 minutes aside for homework, or I know it's supposed to go up in hours to each grade. So I'm in 8th grade, so I apparently have 8 hours of homework, which is completely stupid. Sorry, my mom called, but what I was saying was that if you set a little extra time aside and plan things out, then you won't forget. Also, write down specific assignments, because I know I'll do my homework and I'll be like, oh yeah, I finished my homework, I get to relax. But then I find out that I have like a whole English assignment that I didn't do. So just plan out everything. And now, here comes to another tip of advice, which is don't try and be involved with everything. This was my mistake last year. I was trying to be involved with concert choir and musical and student council and all this other different stuff that would take up too much of my time. And on top of that, I had out of school activities. Like I was in a part of this club, and by the time I got home, I would be so tired. I would have to scribble in all my homework in like first period and all this other different stuff. But don't overwork yourself. Like make sure you know like what's going on, okay? Now I'm not saying that you have to take any of the advice that I'm saying, but it's just really helpful, and I know that it would have helped me last year if I had known this stuff. So if you're trying out for something like, I don't know, your soccer team or volleyball team or concert choir or musical or something like that, then don't worry too much about what's going on, because I don't know if you're like this, but what happens is I'll try out for something and then I'll worry and I'll be like, oh, did this go right? Did that go right? And did this go right? And then I'll go asking everybody else how I did. And sometimes it's not the feedback that I want to hear, But then my day will just be not ruined, but I'll be thinking about it all day, and then I'll be kind of upset, and then I won't be 100% focused on work, and it'll just be a whole lot of stuff. So don't worry too much about what happened, like with a tryout or something, because if you make it, you make it. If you don't, you don't.
That sounded so... I don't know the word for it, but it's okay, sweetheart. Calm your pickles. You'll make it.
My next tip is... Hold on, I had it in my head. Okay, sorry. My next tip is to don't come to school when you're sick, and I'm not even kidding about this. Don't come to school if you're sick. Don't come to school if you didn't take a shower. Don't come to school if your breath stinks. Don't come to school if something's wrong with you hygienically or, I don't know, mentally, physically, internally. Don't come to school, okay? That's all I'm saying. Like, I have these friends, they will only take showers every other day. And like, baby girl, no, you have softball practice, volleyball practice, I don't know, other intramurals and stuff like that. No, you need to be taking a shower every day, twice a day, 3 times a day. Heck, I don't even care if you just take it once a day, but take a full shower. Not no half shower, not, oh, I rinse myself with water, I should be fine, let me just rinse myself with perfume. No, because all the perfume does is cover up the stench. Once it goes away, it's gone, your stench is back, and other people are, okay? Also, don't come to school if you're sick, because if you come to school and you're sick, then I'm going to be upset, because you're going to get me sick, and then if I come to school sick, I'm going to be automatically looking at it. Please do not come to school if you're sick, because you'll get the teacher sick, you'll get, I don't know, your classmates sick, you'll get your best friend sick, you'll get your boyfriend sick. Don't. Thank you. Next tip, don't be in relationships, because it's freaking middle school. Middle school! Like 12, 13, 14-year-olds dating? Really? Dating. Slow your roll, rewind, backtrack. Don't be involved with these boys, these girls, because it's not worth it. You won't know them whenever you get older. You won't care about their approval. You won't care. It's not necessary. And the other thing is, don't care too much about what people think of you, because honestly, like I just said, it doesn't matter. You won't know them in 10 and 20 years. You won't care what they think in 10 and 20 years. Whatever they say, don't let it affect you too much. Don't worry too much about it, because first of all, it's not their business. If you get an A's, you get an A's. Were they getting drunk? And it doesn't matter, okay? Another part is, don't hang out with these people that are doing bad things. If you already know that these people are out here doing stuff that they're not supposed to be, don't get caught in the mix, because then they're going to think that you were doing something wrong or whatever, but you're really just not a bystander. Well, I guess you are a bystander, because you're letting them kill themselves. Just surround yourself with good people. That's it for this video. If you have any other tips on middle school advice, feel free to leave it in the comments below. Oh, I have another tip. Don't curse, because there's no reason to. Alright, you can use like off-brand curse words, but just don't curse. Alright, that's it. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. If you stuck around to the end of this video, then that means you're here for a reason. Like, you obviously like the video, so like, why not subscribe? But if you're, you know, a little bit weary, a little bit concerned, is this girl a pedophile? Is she school appropriate? Is she age appropriate? Is she okay? Is she a little bit mental? Yeah, so subscribe, because why not? I hope you continue to have a, you know, I've been lacking on my game, so I'm probably going to post this sometime during the week. So I hope you guys continue to have a marvelous Monday, terrific Tuesday, wonderful Wednesday, thriller Thursday, frivolous Friday, I don't know, superb Saturday, or a soulful Sunday. But the main point is, don't forget to be blessed, and yeah, I mean, don't be a druggie, be a good student, get them A's. Alright, bye!
Feeling good, like I should. When in dark, walk around the neighborhood.